Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We got another replay coming in for you hot. The Division A game of the week coming in HotS versus Team Caliber. And we're going to be bringing this to you replay style. Let's go ahead and get these replays rolling for you. Just a second there. There's definitely something I'm missing. Past my replay. Where did that go? There it is. We got it. All right. So first map is going to be Tomb of the Spider Queen. Let's go on in. Why are we wasting time here? Make sure we got the teams on the right side. I'm looking for Tempest. And I'm also looking for Tempest and coming in HotS. So nope. I'm wrong. Let's swap it around. There we go. We got it. Now we are ready to go here. Going on into this first game on Tomb of the Spider Queen. One of our favorite maps here in Heroes of the Storm. For sure. On the left, Team Caliber. It is going to be Sayubek. Going to be on the Cassia. John. God, man, I love your name. Well done. On the Alarak. Enigma. Going to be on the Lucio. Scooby. Going to be on the Diablo. And Jazz. Going to be on the Genji. On the right, you have coming in HotS. McNulty. Going to be on the Sonya. Croven on the Li Ming. We're going to have Reb. Going to be on the Greymane. Tempest. Going to be on the Malfurion. And Master Fish. Trying to bait some people with those hooks. I like the name coordination there. That's pretty solid. Now we will see the full 5-man commitment here in the mid. Both teams have some pretty good pick potential for each of their own sides. And by the way, let's not forget to put up our handy dandy talent guide here. As we see these level 1 talents coming in. John, please. Oh, and a huge amount of damage coming in there onto the Greymane. Nice catch out here from Scooby, as they are able to get first blood going over to the side of Team Caliber. And don't ruin it for me. I actually don't know who wins these games, so this is not just a replay for me, ladies and gentlemen. I want to know who wins. So we will see both teams going out to lane. We'll see the solo lane in the bot, as you would expect, the Alarak versus the Sonya. McNulty going to be hiding in the shadows here, not wanting to engage too early into this, but just barely missing the spear. We'll give up his position there. Silence coming out from John, and now the back and forth will commence, but Jazz not exactly willing to respect the gentleman's agreement here, and instead will go ahead and reflect his way to a kill. Or deflect, I should say. And that's going to be second kill going over to the side of Team Caliber. Well, if you have just 2 replays. Yeah, well, no, yeah, Jono, that's a good point. You make a good point there, that there's only 2 replays, but it's a best of 2 series. And here in NGS, it's not actually a best of 3, like you would expect in a lot of these, but they do best of 2s, so it is just 2 matches, and either one team dominates and gets 3, or each team wins 1 game and they win 1 point for the standings. So you get 3 points for a domination if you win both games in the standings. 1 point if you only win 1 game each. Each team gets 1 point. That took way more words to describe than it needed to, but I think I got it all out there. Meanwhile, Croven trying to come in to get some damage on Enigma, but he will slide his way on out of here and help Scooby out while he's at it. Sonya with that early camp priority. McNulty will go ahead and grab that camp. I know that because it's got the name conveniently put, right up there. McNulty. I like it. Thank you very much for joining us, guys, for our nightcap here. This will be my last one of the night, even if somebody else posts another replay. I might come back to it tomorrow night, but 3 matches is enough for 1 night. Happy to be bringing you guys another match here, even if it is replay style. Having a lot of fun casting tonight. And look at the damage coming out onto Jazz. He's going to have to work his way on out of there. Working on out. But nice capitalization here in the mid. They get that camp. They support it and push it in a bit. They get one of those cannon towers down. All the while, both teams doing a nice job of goaltending. Just as I say that, though, Enigma does go ahead and get that in. But Genji falling in the bot lane here. So nice pick going over to the side of coming in HotS. Nice consolation prize for giving up that 14 gem turn in. But they will score 33 gems on their own. And we will see the rotation to the bot as they look to maybe try and catch the Alarak out, but will miss on the hook there. Scooby getting poked down. A lot of damage coming out, and Reb Ming will get in there as well. Craven getting that final hit. And another pick going over to the side of coming in HotS. So where the side of Team Caliber got the first two picks of this game, we'll see 3 picks in a row coming out for the side of coming in HotS as their team grows in strength a little bit at a time here with that level 7. Interesting that the Stitches seems to be holding out on his talent picks here. We see the 4 and 7 talents not even taken yet for Master Fish, so not really worried too much. He did take the Heavy Slam at level 1 for that extra wave clear, which you would expect here on Tomb of the Spider Queen, but holding out on us for the rest of those picks. Meanwhile, 5 gems away is the side of coming in HotS. Master Fish does hit the hook out. Gonna have to back out. A lot of damage. It's gonna take some time for Tempest to heal that back up, trying to get some Moonfires out there. One thing I would love to see in this UI sometime in the future, by the way, if anyone who could change it is listening, I'd love to see who Malfurion has all these Qs on. He's got the new indicator for himself, but we don't get to see it out here. We do see the little healing bar, though, so we see a little bit whether or not they're being healed, and the green glow. So I guess not necessarily needed, but, you know, that little leaf icon sure is helpful. Not going to lie. Meanwhile, Scooby going to get hooked on in, but we'll be able to walk out there. Nice counter engage coming in from Team Caliber. Able to pull enough of that focus to be able to zone for him there, in a way. Best offense is a good defense, but all the while the Web Weavers have been summoned here by coming in HotS. They were leading that for a while, and they've got about a level lead while they're at it here. 3 members here in the mid. They split out 1 member to top and bottom to get the respective soak. Really nice call. But the side of Team Caliber, 5 members here in the mid are going to be looking to punish a little bit. Jazz will go in and get some harass on some of the backline there. We'll proc the retreat here from coming in HotS. All the while, a level and a half lead built up here. Craven and a little extra damage here in the top. Now the 4-man. And we will see the root and hook combo there coming out onto Scooby. However, he was able to shove his way on out of there with that charge. All the while, though, say you back. Be putting his back on the floor as the damage comes down. And we will see Jazz trying to get a little harassed in the mid. McNulty gonna have to drop back and tap. It does look like the side of coming in HotS are going to be looking to utilize their level 10 advantage as the ultimate picks are in coming in HotS here. They picked them up. We got Wrath of the Berserker. We've got the man, I'm just blanking it tonight. I'm gonna cheat. Twilight Dream. There we go. We got the Wave of Force. We've got Putrid Bile, which is an interesting pickup here, and the Cursed Bullet. What's my limit for quality casting, folks? I think it might be 2. I apologize, but here we are. Anyway, we got a good couple of matches. I think we're in for a good couple matches here. Level 10, about half a level away here for Team Caliber. They'll be able to get a little more work done once they pick up that level 10. The Web Weavers are out, but unfortunately for them, this is not going to be a good opportunity for them to really get an advantage with these web weavers. They're not going to be able to push in much. The mid gets cleaned up really quickly. Sonya goes to the bottom and cleans that up with minimal damage to that bottom front wall. And now the top one is starting to march in a little bit towards the top fort, but looks like the side of Coming in HotS has other ideas in mind here before the level 10s come in. Cursed Bullet just barely missing. But we will see the level 10s coming in here for Team Caliber. As we will see, it is Counter-Strike coming out here from Alarak, along with the Dragon Strike, Ball Lightning. Yeah, there we go. Ball Lightning, got it. Apocalypse, and the Sound Barrier. Tempest looking to be caught, is going to be caught out a little bit here. Does throw down that Twilight Dream. Will be able to get him out for a little while. However, the kill will come down eventually. And but the return kill coming out onto Diablo. He does have the souls to come back. That's all of his souls going straight into the toilet. Meanwhile, Jazz is able to exchange a kill on Li Ming for a kill on Cassia there. Lucio also falling. So a 2 for 2 here in the mid-game as we start to head in towards the 10-minute mark. Reb trying to get those gems turned in to secure another web weaver. But look at the focus fire here as we do see a nice coordinated assault there from Team Caliber. And they also do a nice job of zoning out and preventing them from turning in those. And Scooby going to grab Master Fish. And they're going to end up with some more gems on the floor here as Team Caliber showing signs of life here in the mid-game. Meanwhile, the side of Coming in HotS, who have mostly been dominating this match so far, showing a little chink in the armor here as they stagger a few of these deaths, leaves a lot of gems on the floor. Now all of a sudden they don't have enough for a turn-in. They will return to lane and start working on that level advantage. Oh, but a little bit of anti-synergy there between the Alarak and Scooby. The Ice Block's going to come out for Tempest, but that's not going to be enough to save him in this situation. He's going to end up going down. Jazz actually charges in and doesn't get a whole lot out of it, so he'll go ahead and back out. But the Diablo is going to end up falling. And sucks to be a Diablo without the souls. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, we will see both these teams looking to get that level 13. We do see Team Caliber pick it up here. They're starting to try and build towards that turn-in. It does look like Coming in HotS has actually gotten up the gems that they need. A little bit spread out amongst the different team members, though, so they'll still need a couple of players to turn in if they really want that turn-in. It does look like they will opt to do that. Get themselves some web weavers. Meanwhile, the side of Team Caliber going to rotate down and clean up this camp in the bot lane. And in response, we will see the side of Coming in HotS rotate to the mid and grab themselves another fort. 2 forts down now for the side of Team Caliber. But here comes the charge in from Jazz. Nice stun combo, or silence combo coming in there from John. Doesn't get any value on the Counter-Strike, though. The Apocalypse gets some solid advantage, though. But the resets are in for Kroven. John doing a nice job of hitting the silence, though, and forcing them to step back a little bit. So 1-for-1 exchange. Mouth for Diablo. Diablo still struggling without those souls. But nice force there from the side of Coming in HotS. You've got the web weavers coming down. So it's a good time to force a fight and prevent the side of Team Caliber from being able to rotate out to lanes and properly answer to these web weavers. The top web weaver getting some good solid value in top. Will get a little bit of damage on the keep, along with getting that whole front wall down. I should say a tiny amount of damage, but still allowing the side of Coming in HotS to rotate down to the bot. Push through this front wall. We'll get a little more damage on this bottom keep than they did the top. And now level 16 is here, but they are going to go ahead and back up and grab themselves the camp. Got to be careful here if you're Team Caliber. They're going to rotate around the safe way, I would imagine, being Div A players. That's what I expect from them. McNulty actually, that Ancient Spear to get over the wall here. Not too dangerous with that level 16 and the camp coming in behind him. Whole team's there. Genji actually in the top lane, side-soaking there to try and get the XP. Scooby gets rooted here, but we'll be able to back up for the moment. Meanwhile, front wall going down for the keep. So nice job by coming in HotS. They have a little bit of a rocky mid game there, but going into the late game here, they've done a really nice job of resetting, opening up all these keeps. And now they're going to be looking to push the issue as Scooby getting very, very low. Has a lot of healing coming in from that healing well and that level 1 talent. Master Fish actually going to get turned on and killed here. And even without level 16, very impressive counter engage here from Team Caliber. They're going to charge in onto Tempest, and he's going to be caught out here. Eventually will go down as he can't really run away from this comp with the Lucio and the Genji on the other side. The 3-for-0 exchange will net Team Caliber 16, will allow them to push these out and get a much-needed turn-in. They may also look for a boss play here. If they can coordinate the boss and the turn-in, that is what we like to call max value here in Heroes of the Storm, ladies and gentlemen. Jazz in the bottom lane pushing out this bot, and this couldn't have come at a better time here for the side of Team Caliber. They were down about 2 levels and had that level 16 disadvantage, and so now they're able to pick up the 16. They're able to get this synced up with the Webweaver and the boss, and before they lost any of their keeps. That's the big thing. Before they lost any of these keeps, they're able to get this advantage back. I think it's a really solid play coming out here. Croven also getting caught out here by the a really nice play there from Scooby. Greymane also going to end up falling, and all of a sudden Team Caliber coming out and getting some solid kills as they're able to go 3-for-0 again in the top, aiding this Webweaver and boss push, and they might be able to ride this one all the way to the core. They've got to be thinking core at this point with 30 seconds until Sonya comes back. They charge in, get that double charge again from Scooby to be able to take out Malfurion. And now without the healer, there's not a whole lot Masterfish can do. Even with the healer, there wasn't much he could do. Another double charge into the combo, and all of a sudden, Team Caliber showing us an incredibly high caliber of play as they come back in this one by a game predominantly dominated by coming in HotS. And they come back and get themselves a win here in game number 1. Just goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, the game's never over. No matter what it looks like, you can always come back and pick up the victory. So we will go ahead and update our score here. Team Caliber picking up game number 1. And we will go ahead get on in to replay number 2. We'll be on Volskaya Foundry. This is actually going to be my first game casting on Volskaya Foundry, I believe. My first? My first or my second? I think it's my first. No, okay, it is my second. There was one game, I think, night before last that I casted on here. So, should be interesting to see. And we'll make sure that Tempest is still on the right side here. He is indeed not. These teams trolling hard, but it's okay. We've got the anti-caster trolling tool. Boom! Got it in time for the match to start. Ladies and gentlemen, on the left, coming in HotS, looking to make this an even split and get themselves a point coming out of this game of the week for Division A. It is Masterfish, going to be on the Anubarak. McNulty, going to be on the Leoric Tempest. Be on the Lucio. Reb is going to be on Greymane. And Croven going to be on the Falstad. Meanwhile, on the right, Team Caliber looking to get another win and get this domination completed, get themselves 3 points here. It is going to be Jazz on the Lucio. Enigma going to be playing the Alex Straza. Or no, not Lucio. What was I seeing there? I'm seeing the wrong I'm seeing Vala. I don't know why it looked like it was the mount. Okay, so Jazz on the Vala, Scooby's going to be on ETC, John on the Li Ming, Enigma on the Alexstrasza, and Say You Back on the Arthas. Just please, say you're back. Really. Both teams coming out strong here in the mid, getting some poke out. Advantage going over to the side of Team Caliber out of that exchange, though. McNulty gonna have to walk his way on down to the bottom after taking a huge amount of damage there. Meanwhile, the rotation is in. Speaking of a huge amount of damage, McNulty gonna take a pretty decent amount there before he Wraith walks his way on out. Learned the hard way what that ability was called, as I forgot it during an earlier cast. It is a replay cast, Axon. Yes, this game is not going on at the moment, but it did complete, I believe, earlier tonight, and I actually don't know the results, so I'm looking forward to seeing if this is an even split or if we do indeed see Team Caliber walking away with 3 points here tonight. Thank you for joining me, Bahamut. Nice to see you, as always. Meanwhile, we will see the rotation coming in for both of these teams. Team Caliber actually rotating around quite a lot, looking for those ganks here early. Arthas doing a nice job of getting some damage out onto McNulty, and is going to be able to complete that kill. And looks like I have somehow ended up... There we go. I don't know how it gets stuck there. Let's actually bring up the talents. I wish there was a way to make that default where that comes up. There might be. I'm gonna have to look into that. But either way, we'll see the talents the whole game. We'll keep that tool tip up. Just the tip of that tool tip. We'll keep it up there. Meanwhile, we will see Masterfish doing a nice job of getting the spikes out here. As Jazz taking a ton of damage. Krovan getting that hammer in as well. But nothing that Alexstrasza can't handle. Going with the W build so far, which I think is much more effective in coordinated play than it is in Hero League, where nobody ever gets in your healing circles. Let's be honest, it just doesn't happen. But Enigma's got a team, and that team is Div A, so they're probably going to get into his circles, I would suspect. Meanwhile, we do see here on Volskaya Foundry. The point has activated here, and the first Triglav protector of the game is available. Say You Back, doing a nice job of getting on the point there, but McNulty will pressure him off, and they'll get it casted going the other way. Start getting a little charge of their own. 26% right now for the side of Team Caliber. Coming in HotS. Having to back up there. Master Fish going to have to use that burrow charge to get away. He's very low. It's going to take a little while for Tempest to bring him up, but he doesn't wait patiently enough, and Vala able to get that hungering arrow in there to get the finishing blow. And just like that, 2 for nothing on the kill count here for the side of Team Caliber. Going to be looking to get this charged up. All the while, we do see the rotation coming in from HotS. So back and forth this goes. But full 5-man commitment here to the mid should ensure this first Triglav protector going over to the side of Team Caliber. As they do get the root out onto Master Fish, she will burrow charge away. And be able to get out safely, but for now the Triglav protector going to march up to the mid lane. And we see a lot of teams doing this now, only leaving 1 in the protector. Either just using that piloted form and the piloted abilities, not really using the gunner, or using the pilot to walk up to the walls and then changing over to being the gunner, if it's a situation where you can really get some siege advantage. It does take a few seconds for it to swap over when you're in the protector, so it's not necessarily the strongest thing in the world. But still, just the pilot is really nice for soaking up this damage, allowing them to siege in. But nice response here from coming in HotS. They've got members out in both lanes. Krovan even going to get a little bit of damage out onto this front wall before Scooby's able to rotate down and dissuade him from continuing to push. But the Protector not really caring too much about that conveyor belt. Gonna go ahead and walk his way on to the bottom right before this blows up. And just like that, we will start to see a reset here. Not much of an XP advantage gained actually out of that from Team Caliber. Coming in HotS, choosing to rotate out, but we will see Big Melty falling here. But the counter engage coming in. Master Fish comes in with that burrow charge, gets the nice spike out, but Jazz able to vault out. Enigma here with the hills, the cocktail, not quite enough to finish off Jazz. Like that, the side of Team Caliber will remain perfect on the scoreboard here. Not giving up that first pick of the game. Level 10s right around the corner here for the side of Team Caliber. They'll be able to get it pretty soon here, but with soaking every lane, they should have that advantage. They probably won't. They're actually going to get it right around the same time that this support camp falls down, but the side of Team Caliber choosing to go after McNulty here and get themselves another pick while these picks do come in for level 10. Right away, we're seeing Mosh Pit and Rain of Vengeance come out instantly, but holding a little bit on the other ones. So there's going to be Cleansing Flame along with Disintegration. Disintegrate? Disintegrate. Good talk. Oh, huge Entomb coming out here. Along with the Gust from Krovan, Scooby gets completely isolated and blown up there. But we do see the Syndragosa coming out on the other side from Seiyu back. Web Wrap also coming out onto the Alexstrasza. And Arthas does do a nice job normally of getting that broken up, but had to back up or die, but still backed up and died there. Cleansing Flame not coming in quite fast enough. And I like Reb trying to get him with that cocktail, but cocktail quest not done quite yet. Didn't reach quite long enough to get to the Alexstrasza. Meanwhile, ults on the other side, Sound Barrier, Entomb, Gust, Web Wrap, and go for the throat. Tiaris and Baja having a bromance down here. Well done, guys. Well done. And if you got... Wait a minute. D&D? Hey. Hey. You know what I mean? Come on now. What's a guy got to do to get in a D&D group around here? Entomb coming out here onto Scooby. Again, nice isolated Gust there. But this time he's going to choose to slide in and get the stun out here. Web Wrap is down onto the Alexstrasza, and Jazz not quite able to get enough healing in time to be able to stay alive. That cocktail will get in to get the finishing blow from Reb there. Cocktail will be finished there. Throws it right into where that Alexstrasza's healing circle was. So nice, nice mechanic there for the Greymane. Meanwhile, the side of coming in HotS will go ahead and take their advantage to the bot lane here. In the top, we do see that map objective has activated and is ready to be picked up and is going to be picked up by Team Caliber. Meanwhile, bottom fort is going to fall to coming in HotS. That'll be first fort of the game, and they're actually going to continue to press this advantage. They have 13. They don't really want to prioritize the Protector. They've even got Leoric doing the side soaking, so they figure if that's gonna be where Team Caliber goes, they'll just go ahead and push right through that bottom keep front wall. Really like that call coming out from Team Caliber here, or I should say coming in HotS. Team Caliber does respond by coming down and trying to push them out, but ultimately not really able to do much in terms of counter engage. Meanwhile, we do see the Prog Rock has been finished there. Level 1 talent for ETC. Most of the talent's done at this point, save that level 1 Arthas talent. And actually, Enigma's still working on the healing talent at level 1 there. Reb actually deciding to Dark Flight in is going to get slid in on and is isolated here. The Gust is going to be countered nicely, though, by that Gust. The Mosh Pit gets canceled. All the while, Scooby was stuck in that web wrap coming out of that Gust. But look like for now, things are going the way of Team Caliber as they do get a little extra sustain in here. But back and forth they go. Dragon Queen will be popped. Enigma's going to go in and breathe some fire on some people. And the fight rages on. Level 16 right around the corner. McNulty is going to get hit with the Howling Blast and the Slide. They will be able to get the Leo kill. And John will get the reset, rocking the retreat here of coming in HotS. Nice sustained healing coming in from Enigma with that circle. And it's going to get a little more stacks on that as well. Meanwhile, they will go ahead and march in and pick up that fort. Half a level until we see coming in HotS get that level 16. They'll have the Leo back very soon here. And just really need to avoid giving out a pick. The Entomb comes out, but Volstad actually not here. We'll fly in and gust out Jazz, but just one isolating there. They will be able to get the ETC down, which is a really big kill, but the return kill coming in onto Falstad. The resets are there, but the sound barrier will be able to at least keep Master Fish alive. McNulty not so lucky, though. He will go down. A 2-for-1 exchange, once again, for the side of Team Caliber. And there's level 16. So, yeah, very a little bit of an impatient play there for coming in HotS. They had the lead. Really all they needed was the level 16 when the Leo came up, but just got a little bit overly aggressive there. They did get the kill. Not the worst exchange ever on that 2-for-1, but could have probably been a lot more if they had waited that extra second to get that level 16. Done some things I'm not proud of to get in TNT. Okay, Sierras. Good talk, man. Meanwhile, we do see the rotation is in here from coming in HotS. Nice thing about this map objective, it's never really over until it's over. You know, it's like in the Infernal Shrines or Battlefield, like if you've got a certain lead on those map objectives, you've pretty much got it, and there's just no way to counter it. But as soon as you start casting this, there's nothing the other team can do. Team Caliber cannot get any percentage on this until they re-engage and recapture the point. There's even a grace period. So, kind of a cool map objective here on Volskaya Foundry, where they really can turn in the blink of an eye there. Meanwhile, McNulty coming in with the flank will be able to get Enigma singled out here. But on the other side, two members are caught out in the mosh pit, and they will be able to exchange the Lucio here on the back end. Groven actually making it out there somehow as he's able to barrel roll to safety. And through all this, they get the Lucio for Team Caliber here, but are able to keep all their members alive. Big split team fight there going their way. And they will be able to cast the rest of the Triglav Protector. This is really what they need. They're about down by about half a level, but with this Protector should be able to make a nice push in the top. Of course, like every big map objective here in Heroes of the Storm, they do a nice job of scaling it throughout the game so that it's stronger at this phase than it was in the last time it was picked up. It's actually been quite a while since we saw the Protector, as both teams did not prioritize this map objective. So this one much stronger, pushing in this top lane. They're gonna get the keep front wall down here pretty quick, and probably gonna end up backing up from there. Most of this front wall. Jazz actually still playing pretty aggressively. Will miss with the Rain of Vengeance. But for now, 5 members still here while Leo is side soaking. Gonna continue that XP lead for coming in HotS. That's a lot of good XP that they're getting on the other end, and some damage onto the mid fort as well. I really like that play. Would have maybe been a lot worse if they had lost lost some of the damage on the keep, but do a nice job of defending the keep while Leoric was out soaking. Both teams will return to the laning phase for now, though, picking up their respective camps on each side. Things could end up coming to a head, though, in about 45 seconds. Sport camp going to be up soon. Gotta be a little while till we see the next Priglov phase, if you will. Wow, we will see them guide these minions in. Get a little more damage on that mid fort. But level 20... gonna be coming in soon here for coming in HotS. They know that they have the advantage right now in level. And, you know, in Heroes of the Storm, when you've got that level advantage, you do not want to force the issue. You don't want to force it unnecessarily. So that's exactly what they're doing here. They've got about a half-level lead. They know they're going to hit that 20 before the side of Team Caliber. So coming in HotS doesn't have any interest in forcing here. They'll even get the fort to get a little extra boost. But here comes the Syndragosa. The Gust in response. Cleansing Flame also coming out to get a little extra poke damage on them as they are trying very hard to force. McNulty actually comes in on the flank and will entomb to slow up the members of Team Caliber. Very nice stalling tactic there. But a lot of the ultimates used. We had Dragon Queen used. We had the... of course, had the Cleansing Flame used as well. Disintegrate is back up, but we do see that Syndragosa is gone. Mosh Pit's still available for the side of Team Caliber. But, you know, Sound Barrier also used on the other side, along with all of the lower cooldown ults. So, level 20 now. They've got 40 seconds before they can really force with that Sound Barrier. Fortunately for them, Tempest will have that ult available approximately 5-7 seconds after the next phase down there in the bottom, but nobody seems to be going after the control point right now. Like they're more interested in posturing with this level 20. Falstad coming in from the top. It's actually going to fly nowhere. Okay. I was a little worried for Kroven there. I was wondering, is he trying to fly into? I don't know. I don't know. But either way, they do get a lot of damage on the front wall. They're level 20 right around the corner for Team Caliber, but they don't have it yet. As we see the continuous wins with the Entomb there, and Say You Back gets completely blown up, and level 20 still not here as they go in after Jazz, and the Break It Down actually interrupted by a 5-man mosh there. But we'll eventually see Scooby having to back out of that, using his bolt as he picks up 20 here. And slides and barely makes it out. Enigma somehow finding a way to save ETC there. But the Keep will not be so lucky. 5 members here in the bottom lane as coming in HotS, trying to make this an even split, trying to get themselves a point here. They will be able to capture the first keep of the game. Got that level advantage and are going to go down and start working towards getting this protector. Huge play there. That's enough internet for tonight. I've had plenty of internet tonight, but I'm not done yet. Get something to eat after this game, and I don't know. Maybe see what's on Twitch. Maybe see what's... Who's going right now that you guys like? But either way, we do see level 20 has been picked up here for Team Caliber, so they are going to be able to get down in time to contest on this point. Actually got Kroven split out here in the top, but does have that epic mount. Does not have the epic mount. That's right. He went continuous wins. Or wind tunnel. So, meanwhile, oh, Master Fish just getting completely blown up there. But, very nice sound barrier in return to be able to get him out of that. Enigma has popped the Dragon Queen. They are able to push them back. And I like this call from coming in HotS. You look at the percentage, 92% to 0. They've got all 3 of their keeps active, and they burned a lot of their heroics there. With Dragon Queen still up, no reason for them to contest. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Div A. They back up, they get out of dodge, they don't lose anybody. They're gonna go get themselves a support camp. But Div A on the other side too, Team Caliber, they're also in Div A. They're gonna make a good call here, going straight up into the front wall. And they're gonna open themselves up a win condition here in the bot. Did I say that? Whoops. It's almost like they were trying to trick me into saying it or something. Anyway, both of these teams are postured around here. We do see Scooby trying to slide in and get that mosh pit, but nice cancellation there. As we do see the heal coming out. And that's a nice circle, but we will see Cleansing Flame coming out as they do step back a little bit. John getting a ton of harass. We'll get in with the blink, and oh my gosh, the cleanup coming in as the resets are coming in HotS onto coming in HotS. As Reb will go down, and all of a sudden, only one member left, and just like that, turns around in a blink of an eye. That's got to be a full team wipe, and they should be able to walk down the bottom lane here as Team Caliber coming out here on a Friday night in a replay and just popping off. I think somebody deserves a Scooby snack for that one. Not Scooby, but John, for sure. What a play, what a game finish, and domination coming in here from Team Caliber. As they get a huge reset combo there, and that is going to be both games going over to the side of Team Caliber. No. That's your dad. Yeah, that's better. that's better. That sounds a little bit less inappropriate. I like it. All right. Thank you guys for joining me on this excellent replay game, and really good performance from both of these teams in that game number 2. Very close. Mostly dominated there by coming in HotS, but we did see Team Caliber with a very nice turn there at the end. And again, it just goes to show. But yeah, both teams kind of did the same thing. It was primarily dominated by one team, but then eventually you see them come back and do a really nice job. And a little bit of a seesaw there, but really just a nice couple of games coming out from Team Caliber. They earned themselves a nice, solid domination and 3 points. All right, well, thank you very much, guys, for joining me. I am Jay-Zon, and thank you to NGS, as always, for giving me a cool medium to cast these games for. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good night.